we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy fat say with 3 S's. Pick the S's. No S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17 been counting M's, my bank accounts on Goofy. Say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. 2 wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Watkins' Rams going up against Beckham's Giants.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, Goff. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Goff looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is down deep into Giant territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's Goff now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it'll bring up third down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Being chased out left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Manning now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Second down and 4. Manning. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he goes out right around the 39. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st down, Manning. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Now a play fake. Manning. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mark Barron able to drop him for a loss of 4. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call. So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks, had an open week. And so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Here's Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Fresh set of downs here. Gurley again here on first down as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll try the air now with Goff. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets it down to the 32. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 for 66.
To the air again. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Goff to Austin that time for an L.A. first down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a head.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's up and their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
He finds his target, Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now Manning on the bootleg. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, they knocked that one free from Eli Manning. And he's not a guy who's usually fumble-prone. Usually has a pretty good sense about getting rid of the football. But in this case, they managed to knock it out of his hands.
Yeah, stat to your point, I was looking back yesterday. 3 seasons of 10-plus fumbles. But other than that, single digits. He usually takes pretty good care of the ball. Following the fumble recovery, Goff looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, it's Goff. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. First and 10. Here's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. And the ball is knocked out, and the Rams have got it back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run for it with Marshall. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 14. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down. Goff now to throw. And this one's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is gone. Hard throw, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. It's caught by OBJ. Odell Beckham Jr. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Now Manning. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st down, gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again is Goff. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or 2, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
The tight end changing his position. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Manning to throw on 2nd down. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they can't bring him down. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing's for sure. When you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Giant territory. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Another carry now for Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. And, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Goff on first down. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Buying time to his left. Looking for his big... And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on.
It's caught inside the 25. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Off the bootleg. Manning. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Flushed out right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easy.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ethan Westbrooks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Austin. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, it's gone. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10, Goff again. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From the red zone now, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Marshall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the...
That's caught inside the 20. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 59 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
All right, stat time. You have to go back to 1949 to find the last time a Giants team came back from 21 points down to win a football game. So history not exactly on their side. It's hauled in by Shepard. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play deep.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. Going deep here for Watkins. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Manning to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Manning. To Green out in the flat. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing on first down is Manning. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. And able to pull off the hurdle. Not a ton there on the back end, but a nice move and a good gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, it's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, it's Manning. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, Manning. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Manning. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Manning to throw once more. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they worked their way back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Sammy Watkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well.
That's caught inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more blocks.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Now Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Manning on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To throw is Manning. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On second down, Perkins found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Shift together here from the D-line. Manning now on first down, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and now here's another interception. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback.
And now look at him go. 30, 20, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much...
That's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches...
Be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now Manning throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
One final try now from Manning. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.